Hi everyone, my name is Grace and I'm glad to be sharing with you today on our Mid-Atlantic region YouTube series. Today I'm going to talk to you about how we can stay connected through creativity and joy in this season of social distancing. So if you're anything like me, social distancing can take its toll on a social person. As humans, we're designed for relationship and connection. And after 2 weeks of being cut off from our normal routine and communities of people, it can be a little hard not to feel as though we're confined or very isolated. However, art and music connects us in very powerful ways. Doing creative things like singing and painting, dancing or writing, these things have ways of lifting our spirits and helping our emotional well-being. I think about Paul in the New Testament. So many of Paul's letters were written to us during times of confinement and isolation. He was in jail when he wrote several of his letters. In Ephesians, he talks about how the Christian people should have unity and what that unity looks like. And in Philippians, Paul basically sings about joy on paper. So even while he was stuck in a jail cell, Paul was still offering us creativity and joy and helping us feel connected. And instead of giving us this feeling of confinement and isolation, he offers to us creativity and inspiration. When I learned that college campuses would be shuttering its doors to prevent the spread of COVID-19, I felt a lot of emotions. I immediately wondered, what are we going to do now? What is the next step? And what is my day-to-day going to look like with this great disruption? Does anybody know what's really going on? The confusion and fear felt really overwhelming. I would toss and turn at night, not being able to fall asleep, thinking about the domino effect it would have on our family life, our school systems, the most vulnerable in our community. It got to be a lot. I desperately needed the Word of God to calm my spirit. And I remembered the words of Isaiah 26:3, which says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." So throughout the day, I would repeat these words to myself. You keep me in perfect peace. You keep me in perfect peace. And after a while, it was like other words started to tumble out. And before I knew it, the beginnings of a song started to form. I would go around humming this melody in my head, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I wrote it down. And then I sent it to my friend, Andrew, who also leads worship with me at church. And I said, hey, what do you think of this? And I wasn't expecting anything back, but after a couple hours, he wrote back with an entire verse and more of the song filled out. So before we knew it, there was this creative process of, yeah, we're in this together, but we need to sing songs about peace and joy. So what if instead of confinement and isolation, what we have to offer each other is actually creativity and inspiration? And what if our shared creative moments is actually how we stay connected? So today, I'd like to share with you the song that was written as we heard news that college campuses were shutting down, in hopes that it will encourage you and bring you some peace and joy today.